Hi there, Tom Marina here. I've made helping families with difficult properties to sell the primary focus of my real estate business since I established it in 2014. Prior to having a real estate business, I spent over 15 years working in the banking field, where I focused on developing banking services to help clients plan their finances. And so today I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to anyone who was born in 1964 or earlier about a very special topic that we should all be concerned with, and that is preparing for the future. Since starting in real estate, my partners and I have purchased and sold millions of dollars worth of real estate. Some of these homes I hold as rentals, while others I fix up and resell. Because I specialize in helping homeowners that have difficult homes to sell, they may be in need of updating, or they may be in need of a lot of repair, or they may have just been owned by people who really need to sell quickly so they can have access to the cash. My primary goal is to provide homeowners with options for selling. So I have my real estate investment company where I can buy a house for cash, and my team will be able to take care of cleaning it out and fixing it up so the homeowner can sell quickly. And because I'm buying the home for cash instead of getting a mortgage, there's no inspections or commissions to pay or anything like that. For many homeowners I work with, this is a good fit for them. But in addition to a cash offer, I provide an estimate of the potential listing price based on the condition of the home in case that option fits their timeline better. If so, I work with a network of top-tier real estate agents that are able to assist them. I always try and provide homeowners with multiple options for selling so they can pick which options work best for them. And I always provide the pros and cons of selling on the market versus selling to my investment company for cash. Many times, families will contact me and mention they have a property that needs to be sold, and it belonged to their mother or their aunt or someone else in the family who had passed away, or perhaps they're going into an extended care facility and they just need to sell the house fast. Many times these family members are stressed because they're busy living their own lives, caring for loved ones and working on their own jobs. They simply don't have the time or the energy or the funds to get the house ready for the market, or they simply just need to sell it quickly. With a traditional buyer, they could be waiting 90 days or more after the house goes under contract for a buyer to get a mortgage loan. But I can close in as little as 7 days because I pay cash. This is what I specialize in. I can come out and evaluate their house and talk to them about what their needs are. Do they need to sell quickly? Or do they have the time and the financial resources and the ability to clean out the home and fix it up? Or do they not have access to these resources? Is there a mortgage to be paid off? That's no problem either. With a cash offer, like I said, I can close in as little as 7 days, and that mortgage will be paid off at the settlement table with the closing attorney. But I never rush anyone to move out of their home at the pace they're not comfortable with. I work on the timeline of the seller. Recently I went to the home of a gentleman who lived there. He was 92 years old. I could tell that he had taken care of his home over the years, but he was now at the point where he just couldn't keep up with the lawn care or the maintenance of the house or the upkeep. In addition, he had taken a fall and he was not really as mobile as he used to be. So he and his family had decided that staying home alone was no longer a realistic option for him. Once he was placed in an extended care facility, the family simply had to sell the house. The house was outdated by today's standards. It had, an old kitchen, pink bathrooms, wallpaper, etc. So it really needed a lot of work. In addition, there was 50 plus years of accumulated stuff that the family just wasn't interested in keeping. So they were overwhelmed, to say the least. My offer to them was to purchase the home in as-is condition for cash with no inspections, and they didn't have to move anything out that they didn't want to. I would handle everything. It truly lifted a burden off of their shoulders. As a result, my team and I got in there and updated those old bathrooms and made the house new again before reselling it. Since the homeowner couldn't take a lot with him when he went into the extended care facility, the family took their time and looked through everything that was in the house and determined what they wanted to take and keep, and they made some donations and left the rest of it there for me and my team to handle. I gave away and donated a lot more of what I had left, but then disposed of the rest. Another home had 40 years of cigarette smoke coated into the walls, and houses like that, they're just not going to sell quickly on the market. So I was able to get in there, cleared everything out, pulled out the carpets, and repainted everything. Their problem was that they needed to sell quickly. That's where I came in, because figuring out how to bring that house back was the problem that I now needed to solve. But whether someone's simply downsizing or moving into an extended care facility, or has passed on leaving the home for a loved one in a state, or the home has deferred maintenance for a number of years, these are all situations that I specialize in. I empathize with their situations because we've all lost loved ones, and I can appreciate the stress of having to clean out and fix up a home and getting it ready to sell on the market during these difficult times. It's really not what you're thinking about. So I've been asked about the number of homes that I can handle at any time in the past. The only answer I could really provide them is a lot, because I work with many different contractors, so I don't have delays or waiting lists or waiting to get into any kind of property to settle on it. I can close on their schedule. So here's the process if someone wants to work with me or wants my services. Some people reach out to me through my website or by phone or by email, and then I work with them to set up a time that's convenient to come out and take a walkthrough of the home. This usually takes about 20 minutes, and that's for me to assess the repair costs and see how much it's going to cost to fix up the home so I can evaluate what I'm able to pay. But I always like to meet them in person, and I always like to answer questions about my company and exactly what I do and what the timelines are and how things work. So again, there's no fees, no real estate commissions, no transfer taxes to pay. The sale's confidential and private, and I'll never put a for sale sign in your yard. But to get the process started, you need to reach out to me. I feel privileged and fulfilled to be able to help all these people eliminate the hassle while making a living doing what I do. But to get this process started, please contact me. And my phone number is 302-440-2425 to ask questions or to get started. I'm here to help you and guide you through this difficult time. Thank you.